high. Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me
Hello, chat. How are we doing today? Good. I'm glad to hear that.
make it last forever. Stop in time.
Had to rake leaves until leaves disintegrate. Yeah, that's the workload.
Collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move.
Doing good otherwise. I'm glad to hear that.
Can make me move. Can make me move.
What's a leaf again? Like the things on the tree, like the little green things on a tree that then become different color when it's like winter or fall, and then they fall on the ground, and then you have to pick them up. Yeah, winter time means no more leaves. Leaves are all gone. They don't exist anymore. Okay. Rip leaves. Yeah, snow. Snow everywhere. Too much snow. I'm gonna practice for a little bit, so might as well. Oh, that was a lag. Yeah, I am definitely rusty with this though, and it has just been like 2 days. Chill. To be fair, a lot of the NecropoliX streams is not me actually tryharding, it is basically just a just chatting stream, but with NecropoliX in the background. Hello, Early, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Okay, a decent way to warm up. Where I live, the only thing that changes between seasons is that it gets a few degrees hotter in summer and it rains more in winter. That's usually how it is around equatorial places. I remember when I used to be little and live in Colombia. That was how it was. Winter was just the rainy season, and then summer was just mildly hotter, but it was just always hotter in general. It's usually cold where I live, but it gets hot in the summer. That's very valid. I think Canada gets really, really warm during the summer, and like during the winter it gets really, really cold, so I get both extremes quite often. It's not too bad. Could be a lot worse. Pennsylvania. I see, I see. The pencil of the Vania. Yeah, let me warm up a little bit with the practice. Like, let me do a 50 to 100 run. Because to be fair, a lot of this later half of the level is just skill checks. Like, are you good enough to do these timings consistently? So I just want to make sure that I'm consistent at them, because if I'm not, then I really should practice them more. Because I really feel like I haven't practiced the solo enough for the runs that I actually have on the level.
Can never open up, even with a passing time to wait and find another day. When I go to bed, put Windows' list to rest.
It looks hard. It is an extreme demon, to be fair, but it's one of those, like, technically speaking, it is not that hard compared to like other extreme demons, but it is still an extreme demon, so it's still really, really hard. You know? Like, the more I play this level, the more I feel like I'm not able to beat it. Like, it's still too far off for me. But then I get like 68 and I'm like, well, I'm like almost there. I might as well just beat it. You know? Like, I've done the level in 2 runs. Like, I might as well just beat it. But it's doing it in 1 run that is proving to be very, very difficult. Just play what I want to play. That's good. I mean, to be fair, that is just how it is for me too. I wanted to beat Necropolis. I did. And while playing Necropolis, I was like, I really think I should just beat this because this is just the same level, but harder and with better deco. And it's like, damn. Yeah, it is just the same level. Decent run. Decent run. I'm not gonna complain. That was a decent run.
Like the wing of a sparrow or a plane drops down a couple feet again to catch the wind.
64 to or 65 to 100 is a run that I've done a couple times, but I do want to do it more. Because like this is probably the hardest part of the level. Like getting used to this is very important to me. Oh, I like that. You don't know if the GDOers are coming anytime soon. I feel like it should be about time for those to release, but at the rate that it's going, it might just be next year that they do that. Or have you heard? Have any of you heard anything about it? Because yeah, at this point, it might just be in January that they do it. Just like last year, yeah, makes sense. Hello. NecropoliX is going on. Yep, that is what is going on. Chad, does anybody know if there's anybody in the game that has every single rating? Like, star rate all the way to Mythic and has different levels? It's a pretty fun achievement to have, I think. The J Shadow? Oh, really? Is that the person who made, what's it called? playthrough of the world. Is that it? Yeah. I mean, Zero, think about it. There's like 10 mythics. Like I don't think there's too many people that have more of them. Mostly because like Bleed doesn't have all of them for sure. And then there's a lot of people who the mythic is like the only level they've made in 2.2, so they don't have legendaries, you know? Like having all of them is actually pretty rare. I would assume 16 Lord is also very close to getting all of them. You just assumed there were two? That's valid. I would assume 16 Lord is also very, very close to getting all of them. Does 16 Lord have a legendary? Yes, they do. They got the recent legendary. Wait, so Moist in that, let's see. Moist in that has Star Ray. No, they have Mythic, Legendary, Feature. But they don't have the other two. Brax has Mythic, Legendary, Epic, and Feature. So Brax is just missing a bad level. Kira has Feature, Mythic, Epic. Yeah, so no Star Raid, no Legendary. Blee doesn't have a Legendary. But he should have everything else, right? No, he doesn't have a Star Raid. Okay, so Blee needs a Star Raid and the Legendary. And Jay Shadow has them all. Yeah, here's the Star Raid. Awixon has Mythic, Epic. Yeah, that's it. The Joan, Mythic, Epic. So they're just missing Legendary and probably Star Raid. From the looks of things. They don't seem to have a Star Raid. Oh. I guess they don't have a Star Raid. I'm not... They probably do, but they're still missing the Legendary. And then 16 Lord. Epic. Legendary, Mythic. Featured. No Star Raid. Uh-oh. Yep, I guess you gotta release a bad level, 16 Lord. You and Grax both, and then you got it. Bug gotta release a bad level. Did a Mythic game got a Mythic? Yeah, but it's not Mythic anymore, so who cares? Hello, Adorange, and Floyd. Sorry, I missed to say hi. And Cameron, how's it going? Yeah, that's really interesting. I would have expected, like Zero said, I would have expected more people to have it, but I would have assumed that more people have it, but I guess Star Rates are very uncommon, and not a lot of people have Legendaries because they haven't made very many levels in this update. Just beat it. So true, bestie. So true, bestie. Just beat it. Now to game had them all until the mythic got demoted. That's good then. That's good then. Mythic demotion. The world we live in. That's good. Crazy to think that Rob would actually listen for once. Ooh. Wait, looking forward to it, Camerot then? I'm very much looking forward to seeing it then. I wish you all the best of luck if you're working on any levels. This song is so nice. I've realized that with this level that unless I get a 50%, like a run past 50%, I don't really feel much. I'm just kind of seeing this beginning way too much to the point where like I don't even get excited until I get past 50. And getting past 50 is actually pretty hard. So it's one of those like, this is very, very consistently hard level. Like the beginning is really rough and then the ending is really rough too, so there's so many triple spikes, and like I feel like people really underestimate how hard doing triple spikes like on different, you know, it's not just holding. It is consistently doing triple spike jumps with different timings. Like, that is actually pretty hard. Chad, I have a surprise for you, but I'm gonna wait until somebody gets on call to talk about it. So in more or less 10 minutes, you'll get to hear me speak about a little something that I want to do and I have planned. Ah, 65. Hello, Slops. How's it going? She might even become the next Zoink. I'm good. I don't think I'm getting that good at the game. I can't wait to the point where I can pump out a future-worthy levels and like Day 2 and name them dumb shit like British Travel Fortnite Battle Pass. That is literally Melu Melu. That is me shitting out a level in 2 days. And calling it a dumb fucking joke name. And absolutely loving the entire process of it. I love Melu Melus. It's probably the best thing I've done this year, genuinely. I am so fucking happy with it. No, you're the Zoink. I see. It's okay. We had Zoink in the chat. I think. I think we don't need a new Zoink. We already have the real Zoink. Or I should say Zoink 2. Apologies. I mean, their YouTube name said Zoink, so they have to be Zoink, right? Like, surely. Surely that's how it works. My heart is literally just pastel pulls. Hey, it's a pretty good low. I don't know. I don't know. Pastel pulls kind of peak. Is all I'm saying. Okay, hello. Can you talk again?
Shit. Ass. Mid-level.
What is Pastel Pulse? Pastel Pulse is a level that was made at the beginning of the year in February for Valentine's.
You can make Pastel Pulse right now, get it out before the end of the year, and make a better level.
Okay, so that's what I was talking to you about 2 seconds ago.
Well, yeah, but you're talking about, you know, me doing it by myself. That's what it is.
No. Like, you know what I just texted you about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking of doing it, and I can leak this chat because it's my fucking on project. I'm thinking of doing a 24-hour stream where we literally just make another Pastel Pulse. Like, not necessarily Pastel Pulse, just another fucking level in 24 hours. And I'm trying to rope people into this.
I think depending on how many people are in this drastically changes how good this level turns out.
Well, that's the thing. Because the goal is for every single creator to have 24 hours. They can just decide when they take those 24 hours.
Oh, that's kind of... I don't know.
I mean, it's scheduling. Also, scheduling is just a pain in the ass, you know? We have to find 24 hours where everybody is available.
The concept not as fun.
Why? I think it's actually more fun.
I think it's a lot more fun when, like, as a group, we're all, like, in crunch time together, and we, like, get it all out, we can all celebrate the 24 hours being done, and finish level to show at the end.
Sure, but I was thinking of more so for the viewers, having, like, one stream every day that is completely different creator just building their 24 hours, you know? Let's say, like, Monday it's me, Tuesday it's you, like, Wednesday it's, like, somebody else, you know? And, like, every day they get to see somebody.
I don't know if viewers care so much about that, unless, like, the people we get are, like, big figures.
Well, you know.
Like, we make content, so, like, yeah, I think people will care, but, like, you know, there's a lot of creators that, like, don't really have an online presence, so they'll just go live. And no one really like know about it or see it, or they wouldn't really know how to stream.
Unless, like you said, like people with an audience.
Yeah, but then we're sacrificing like speed, quality, timing.
Not necessarily.
Absolutely. What?
Well, depends. Like if I talk to like Audio and Lee, I don't think we're sacrificing quality.
No, but those are just people. Like those are people that I would just get anyway. So,
Well,
like,
yeah, that's
I mean,
what I'm
like,
saying.
Like Subpixel, for example, it's like we wouldn't get Subpixel because he like doesn't stream and like doesn't do anything. But he's
Actually,
really
Subpixel
talented,
has
like-
a lot more followers than both of us on Twitch. But fair, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again,
I'm personally
it'll
not
have
a big
to
fan.
like it's very like depending on the roster. Which is also why like the smaller the roster, the better it is. You know.
Scheduling, yeah, but like
For
to
the sake
make
of the
a good-
level.
Yeah, to like make an actual good level that like we're confident we can finish in 24 hours. Like,
I mean,
because it's kind of different when there's more people, it's like one person like doesn't join or like has something that's going on last second. Like that's just like a smaller chunk of the level that like the rest of us need to like step up and do. But if we have like say 5 people and then one person like flakes out last second or something, then it's like, okay, well I have 20 seconds of decoration to make. Someone has to do it. Cough cough Zinder game.
that's why you get reliable people. But also that's why you also get me, who finishes 3 parts.
Yeah, which like again fair. I just don't.
I can do
don't-
like
don't
30
know.
seconds of the level by myself in 24 hours. I just need somebody
like,
to fill out the rest,
that
the other
defeats-
30 seconds.
That defeats the purpose. Like
Well-
unless it's just you and me.
But
then,
yeah,
like,
but you
that's
can't
a
do 30
collab,
seconds.
but, like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think that
No, but
PPF is like the perfect example because it was like 4 people. If we get like 2 people who are actually reliable and like Sting and Zender, then I think it's like perfect. Like everybody
I'm
gets
not
15
gonna lie,
seconds
I
and
think-
GG.
I think we run PPF the exact same way that it went last time, and it does not turn out the way that it did.
I think it turns out better.
I think our stuff turns out better, but I don't think like we get lucky. Like the fact that Zinder finished at all is like a miracle.
No, Zender did
Like,
not
let's be
finish.
so
So
for real.
don't give him that. He didn't finish. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, but like you know what I mean? It's like we waited on Zinder, and it's like what I think would realistically happen if that situation happened again is that he just doesn't respond for like a week, and now we have to make the choice of like, okay, either we're gonna wait like a week, and now like the whole idea is kind of ruined, or we make it ourselves, and now we're just making a collab between you and I. Because all
Well,
Sting did
again,
in the
that's-
game,
that's
so,
why I said-
mean, obviously I could have just done that.
That's why I said we sneak in to reliable people. Because that's the thing. We had Zender, to be fair. Zender is probably the most unreliable person that I've ever met in the GT community. I don't think Zender is a good representation of like the like most creators, I think. In any shape
Yo,
or
Subpixel.
form.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good again. Hi, Subby.
Subpixel, are you free? Are you free this weekend, next weekend?
Are you free for 24 hours to stream making a collab part?
No, don't tell him that part yet. If he says he's free, then he's locked in. Yeah, probably.
He's
Okay,
free.
sick. You're locked
He's
in.
free.
You're in. You're in.
We're running another PPF. We're running another wig. We're running another everything. We've done it a billion times. We'll do it
Well,
again.
I would just say 24 is the one that most accurately represents this one.
Ooh. To be fair, PPF like took less than a week. So like technically speaking, like
Well, yeah, but we're saying a day.
yeah. Well, I think
I
my
think a day
day.
is much more fun.
Yes, I agree. I think because the thing is, I'm not available on the weekend.
Bruh.
I'm going to see a friend for the first time in like months. I haven't seen her in so long.
I mean, we can wait. Like you said that you asked me the next time that I'm free, which yeah is like next weekend. But obviously, I have more free time after
Because like
that.
I really think that we can do the thing of like we run it on like 1 day each, 24 hours each, and that makes it so that like you know the first person being me probably gets a little bit of a harder job, but like everybody else can build off of what I already have, you know.
I mean, yeah, it could absolutely work. Like, I think, I mean, that, like, in concept, like, it works perfectly fine, just the same. I just don't like the concept as much.
Okay.
Like, I just like it being, like, a big group activity, and, like, I don't really see that,
Can it be a group activity without me?
What?
Can it be a really big group activity without me? Like, if y'all want to do it during the weekend, the 24-hour, go for it, but I don't think I can do it.
Why are you turning this on me? It's your idea.
No, I know,
I'm
sorry.
It's not happening.
No, what I mean is, I think if the whole like team that we gather manages to like actually, damn, I got 68. That's crazy. If the whole team just like is like, oh yeah, the 28th is like perfect for me, and it's like it's just me, it's like yeah, I'll just run it the 27th. Like, I'll run it the 27th for myself, and all of you can run it the 28th. I'm perfectly chill with that. Like, I can do my 24-hour stream on the 27th and be perfectly chilling. That was a good run. Sorry. Another 68. 65 and 68 today. I'm very, very consistent. Holy shit. Because I want to do, either want to do a stream just building, like, an art collab part, which is, like, it's not happening because I'm not in any collabs, or just doing that.
I think the idea itself is really fun. It's really just the formatting in it that, like, is gonna either really make me excited for it or kind of like a idea.
Technically speaking, like, the only other time we can run it after that is, like, after... Well, when do you have free this week?
What do you mean?
Like, off work?
Tuesday and Wednesday, but those are Christmas days.
Christmas days, yeah. I'm not here either of those days either. So.
Yeah, so, like, I work Monday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Christmas. And then Thursday, Friday, I work, and then I'm free.
Yeah, then Saturday. Okay. Thing is, waiting for January is like a bit of a double-edged sword because people are like coming back from vacation, so they're getting into the mood of into the vibe of getting back into college and like university and classes and shit. So
Juniper is bald, sure.
Good for her.
I mean, yeah, the problem with January as well is that I'm going on vacation in early January from like the 9th to the 17th.
Yeah, so it has to be like right before that. It has to be like the 5th of January or something. I think it could be really cool content for stream.
Do you keep in mind though that like I absolutely can find a way to like get a day off of work, like if everyone is like set on like I don't know, like a couple days before New Year's or something, like that.
Yeah, like if like the 30th, everybody can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, Cameron. There's no level request.
I love how sub said, "Yeah, probably I'm free," and then oh no to the idea, and then just disappeared. Said I am not a part of this shit.
Subby, how dare you leave?
Is this just like an idea that you had like on stream or something? Like I assume there's no like song concept.
No, no, that's the thing. I've been thinking about this since last night.
I see.
Because I was thinking today of what to stream, and I was like, well, I could start a 24-hour stream right now. I'm like doing nothing for the next like
Why don't
2
you just
days.
make one?
Huh?
I'm still here shaking in fear. So why don't you just make one?
Like right now?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking of doing today for my stream. But then I was like, well, I want to talk to people about this to see if they're interested. Because if more people are interested, I'd love to have people be a part of this. But like, obviously, if nobody is, I'm just running it myself and just making another Mellow Mellow, you know?
Well, Mellow, I mean, yeah.
Like, Mellow Mellow is essentially made in 24 hours, but at this time, I would just actually do it in 24.
I mean, that is like a completely different task.
Yeah, I'm aware. I am aware.
48 or 24 hours in the editor in 24 hours real time, like.
Yeah, I know.
No way.
I know, which is why I'm like, I would just do the thing. Which would probably result in a. Oh yeah.
Would we include like concept art and stuff in the 24 hours?
Yeah, like literally, like you get the song, the timestamps, and everything, and it's like go. To be fair, we can talk about like the theming and stuff like that. Again, depends when it is. Like if it's tomorrow, then obviously like we have to talk about like that tonight. But it's like if it's like in 2 weeks, then like yeah, you have plenty of time to like think about it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I am cool with the idea. So like, if we can figure out a time, and this is just like a smaller thing, I will just like do one with you. But yeah,
Because I don't even care if the level is like, you know, like a minute long. Like if we do a 24-hour level and the level ends up being like fully polished in like 35 seconds long, then I'm okay with that, you know. Obviously, we can also always do the astrolabe treatment, which is just, hey, like, we do it in 24 hour and then polish it for like a week. And then it gets released like in a week and a half from now, I guess. Like, you know. It's like, oh, the level is like basically already done, so like might as well just spend more time on it.
I think doing that depends on how good we feel about the product that we have after the 24.
Yeah.
Like if it just turns out to be some like silly whatever level and it's like just okay, then like yeah, just release it. But if we're like, we're actually kind of onto something, then like yeah, let's refine it, tweak it, whatever.
Chubby, do you know anybody who is willing to spend 24 hours gaming?
Just tag Roland. You're like the owner.
That is, well, to be fair, Roll has not been active anytime.
Yeah. Everything that has come out of Roland in the past like year has just been you.
Well, he doesn't play GD anymore, so what can you expect?
They should make music together. Loco, X Maxi,
X everybody at this point.
CD music.
I know some people. I know Casey would probably be down to do it. But I know Casey has also been burned out a little bit recently.
Here's my thing though. If we do this, I absolutely want it to like have a different vibe than any of the other like Rowan levels. Because like it seems like whenever we do these like super quick, you know, speed collabs, it's Astrolith, it's Post Balloon, it's 24. I mean, next cab was for the contest, so I don't really count that. It's like it's always, you know, this like whimsical fantasy art.
To be fair, it's just because it's the easiest thing to do. It is just brain dead.
You know, like I just
fantasy nature is absolutely brain dead.
Different, so it can like, I don't know, be a little bit more like concept driven. Like we can get really inspired by like an exact like look and vision, and I think that like in a short term, I think that would like push us, because it's a constant like, oh, like what about this, what about this, what about that, you know?
Yeah,
instead of it just being like, oh yeah, here you make some plants, here I'll make a castle, here you make some hills, like
I mean, yeah, Subby. It's I know that I know the same people. I'm just asking if you know anybody else who I probably wouldn't know. That could be interesting because yeah, that's the thing.
I mean,
I know
I'm
the people.
still cool with I'm still cool with it being art. It's just like the environment that we're making around it, like it just, you know, we've been very comfortable with that because it's like a speed project, but I think there's other themes that we can also feel pretty comfortable in, or not even comfortable in, but like we could do like pretty efficiently, and you know, to some high level, without it being that exact concept like every time. To get more info, yeah.
Because the thing is, like, less people means quote-unquote longer parts, which it means more effort individually. But more people also means less reliable, you know, a less reliable group of people.
Also means that it's going to be harder to find an exact idea that everyone's happy with.
Yep, and also scheduling. So, like, either we get more people and it's, like, harder to plan and do everything, or we get less people and it's harder on the individuals.
I'd go harder on the individuals like every other week.
But yeah, but not everybody wants that. Because that's also when the individuals dip out because it's too hard for them. Am I recruiting creators for a new collab? Not really. I am talking about the idea of running another 24.
Bro, oh my god, I made a sub for lunch.
Stuff pixel?
Oh my god. And I cracked some pepper over top of like my vegetables. Well, my like pepper shaker is like low-key not great. So like I've finished my food by this point. And I just like felt something in my teeth. So I was like, okay, you know, let me get this out of my teeth. It's just a full pepper kernel, like an entire one. And I just bit down on that shit whole. That was like the most disgusting, like spicy. I hate that feeling. I hated that feeling. That was disgusting. An entire like kernel. Ugh.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Pepper should only exist granulated. This is fucked up.
67.
Yeah. But like sub, like I don't. I mean like. Okay, well you've been streaming this, so I mean like the concepts for like the Space Gauntlet, or the concepts for like Void, like the Aether sequel that, you know, kind of exists, kind of doesn't. Like those are things that I feel like aren't that hard for us to like wrap our head around in a short term. Like obviously, the former has like a lot more going on with it, but you know what I mean. Like in concept, I think we come up with something like that that's interesting and not that complicated, and then we can just bounce a bunch of like cool ideas, like really quickly, and it just kind of like works. And it doesn't have to be, you know, peak or anything.
No, but it will have to though. It has to be another mythic. Like it has to. I'm sorry.
Well, not if it doesn't go in your account.
True.
Yeah, if it is, if we feel like
if the level's too shit, we can just post it on the alt. I have the alt account.
Yeah.
We will post it on the alt. Let me post? No.
I'll post.
We'll get fucking Zender Games account and post it on Zender Games account. That will be his one level of 2024. It's crazy to think that the only level that he's actually made a full part in, quote unquote, this year is fucking PPF.
That's so cool.
Yeah. It's the only part that he's actually done. It is absolutely insane that is the only thing that he's done this year. Like, I love him to bits.
Geo's already the only one with a duel.
I'm planning for a third. You can't plan for Mythic, guys. You can't do that. You don't. I'm not the one who decides who fucking gets a Mythic. Also, getting a Mythic is surprisingly enough not as hard as people think. Just make a really fucking good level. I'm kidding, chat. I'm kidding. Who fucking cares? I don't. It doesn't fucking matter. I can really slop it. If it gets Mythic, it gets Mythic. I don't. And I can release
I'm not gonna lie.
And if it gets featured, then it gets featured.
I think you absolutely can play for Mythic, but that isn't 100% thing you can. And I don't mean like you in general.
No, I think yeah. Well, you can cater to Robbed Up is what I mean. You can cater to Robbed Up, and you can make something that is catered for the taste of Robbed Up, so that it potentially gets Mythic. But whether or not it gets Mythic is still, you know, it is still a coin flip. Because there are plenty of levels out there that have like catered to that Mythic, you know, trend, and that didn't get it. So it's like, it is still a little bit of a coin flip, but you can plan to maximize your chances, I guess. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, can you just guarantee it? Do you think like anybody out there can just guarantee it?
100%. Yeah. I think if Blee wants to make a Mythic level right now, he spends 6 months on it and comes back and he has a Mythic level.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, I think they're 100% creators in the game right now that if they just want to, they can make a level that Robbed Up will undeniably do.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. $68 again, what the hell? What is up with me today? I'm not even nervous at this point, chat. I like just get to 68 and I just feel completely fine.
The nerves.
I'm not even nervous, I'm talking. That's the worst part. Like, I'm having full-on conversations every time that I get to 68. I don't get it. I generally don't. It's because it's a straight fly and my hands are cold. That's why. Or I don't know, maybe I'm just cheating myself, who knows.
I definitely think there's just a level of like repetition. Like when you get there a lot, then it becomes like normal. Which like you get very easily when you're playing in practice mode, but from zero it's like a whole different feeling.
Yeah. I guess coming back to the planning for a Mythic, I definitely, like, yes, I agree that you can definitely do it. Like, okay, like you said, if I definitely decided to spend like 6 months making another Astrolith, but as a solo or like a smaller collab, like yeah, that would just get Mythic because it is just Astrolith, you know. So it's like, I guess, but I wouldn't want to do that, you know.
I don't even think that needs to be the case.
No,
like, I don't think you
yeah.
need to make Astrolith 2 or per se.
No, but if I just do, then obviously that's like a very obvious, like, hey, way to get it, you know.
Yeah.
Which is, it's kind of lame. I don't know. But like it's.
Maybe so.
Huh?
Maybe so.
It's
but
just the fact that it's
I don't know.
gamified that I think is lame.
I'm sorry?
Like the fact that you like there's a easy way to get a Mythic, quote unquote, it makes it like not that worth it in my opinion.
I don't even mean like that. I just mean like in terms of quality as a creator, like towards like the appeal of like the overall community. Like I just think Blee is just a good enough creator to where he will get Mythic like every time he tries to.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, like it's not so much like catering towards a certain look or feel or anything like that.
It's just he is just at that point where the community just loves him that much, and he makes such influential levels that it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I somehow feel that Kulik doesn't have that though.
He doesn't make full levels. So, yeah. If he did, then like yeah, 100%. I think he would, but he just doesn't. So
No, but I think that if Kulik right now releases a level, I don't think it.
no,
I don't think it gets it.
no, I just mean like as a consistent thing. Like
Yeah,
his
yeah,
first
like he has
level,
to.
no, 100%.
He has to do
Yeah, we
more
did-
than one. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We agree there.
Like if he did the same thing as Blee, where he released like 3-4 good levels in a row, like yeah, but like by the end of that trek, he would 100% kind of be there.
Like I know that people put him a lot in the conversation, but I don't. I've seen him like make levels that are like work in progress and shit, you know, and like they feel like a conversation we were having. They feel that, you know, as levels, as specific parts. They look great, I'm sure, but there's something about the fact that like until you don't make like full levels, like there's something that like it's missing, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
I will say, chat, there's a couple projects that I have seen over the past few months that are being worked on that I am absolutely 100% sure are gonna get Mythic once released. I think you've seen some of them as well, Zero.
Maybe, probably not though.
Okay.
You definitely seem to be more in the know about other people's shit than me.
Okay. Because there's a couple projects that I know are work in progress that are getting made that I'm like, oh, damn, like that's actually just peak, you know? Hopefully they get finished soon. They probably won't because they seem like really big projects too. But I really hope that they do because I want to see more banger levels. Yeah, that is true. I think that is the part that also kind of annoys me of Pollock and the rise to fame that he has had, is that a lot of the things that he's made is like not original. A lot of like, I mean, people have called him out multiple times, but a lot of the things that he's done have like stolen assets or like straight up like traced art and stuff, and it's like, I really hope that he actually does like move on from that and starts making some new original things, because we don't want to have another Matthew game case.
He was actually, I don't know if I can say that out loud.
Yeah, I think I know what you're referring to, but yeah. I really do hope that,
Did he share it on Twitter? I don't know, I don't want to speak.
I think that was in a private place. I don't think that was public. Who was the creator who was just tracing art? Kolik. It's like a very well-known fact that like his Emerald Realm farm contains traced art, and that his what is it again? The cherry team level that is like green and red, that is like cybernetic thing. That also has stolen art.
Game.
No, the other one.
Crash game?
No, the other one. Something Kinesis.
Oh, Cytokinesis.
Yeah, that one. Cytokinesis has stolen art. Obviously, like the Fortnite stuff is just, taken from Fortnite, which, I mean, duh. I know he did draw some of it, but, You refuse to believe cytokinesis has stolen assets? Well, I mean, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fact, you know. It does. As as most cherry levels do, they don't really care about stealing things or tracing things or using AI for things. Like, a lot of them have been very open about that, and the community's kind of just letting them do their thing. Not everybody, of course. That is absolutely not something you should take into account, but there are definitely things in a lot of cherry products that are, you know, not original, and so
Unethical.
yeah. Still a gun-looking thing for cytokinesis. Yeah, there's just a gun that is a concept art for a game that is just traced into one of the block designs. It's just there. Is it morally correct to draw something in detail outside of GD and trace your own art? Yeah, absolutely. Again, the tracing is not bad as long as you're not stealing anybody else's art. If it's your own art that you're putting back into GD, then there's absolutely no problem with that. It's why, like, the level like Krita, for example, which is like a level that like completely drawn on a canvas and then put into GD with the image to GD mod. Like, I don't mind that at all because they put the effort into drawing that, you know, and making that whole thing into a canvas, you know. Like, it is still your original vision and your original work that you're just doing with mediums outside of GD. And that is perfectly fine. Tracing is only a problem when it's somebody else's work that you're tracing and claiming as yourself, because it is just stealing.
Yeah.
If you get permission, it's okay, because technically, morally, you are doing the right thing, but it's still not original, you know? It still takes points off originality, and you should still give credit, you know? Just because you get permission doesn't mean suddenly you can't, you know, you have to say that it's yours. You got permission to use Shift 180 and then upload as your own. I mean, hey, yeah, that seems kind of a funny thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I have permission from Subpixel to use Gordon Ramsay in any level that I feel like. I just have an image of Gordon Ramsay and I can just paste into every level that has been given to me by Subpixel. It is required? It is required, you're right. Gordon Ramsay has to be in every single level going forward, including the Space Gauntlet. And so, if we get over 100k objects because of Gordon Ramsay, then GG. Now you know why we got disqualified. Because of Gordon Ramsay.
So is Gordon.
I've been lagging along during this run, that's crazy. Yeah, 66. Whew. LDM just removes Gordon, yeah. My god, what is it today? 65, 66, 67, and 68 3 times? What the fuck, dude? And I started the stream by practicing that entire section. Like, again, like what you were saying, like from 0, it's just so different. I started the stream by practicing that section, and I did 65 to 100 like 2 times in a row. Like, there's no point for me practicing that, because I know that I can do it. It's just, I don't know, I'm struggling to actually do it from 0. Alright, another one.
You can try to hold a future ransom. You can try to leave us deep in famine. Doesn't matter 'cause I won't.
65 again. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Let me get something to warm my hands up. I'm really, really cold for some reason. Oh, I know. That's for some. It's fucking winter here. It's so lame though. I love Floyd every single time. It's like go rip, go rip. Because like, yeah, there's no point to saying go before we get to that ball part. Like, as soon as I get to like 60, I guess you can start saying go, but you know, until I get past 68, I don't really see a point to saying go. Isn't the 60s the hardest part of the level? Yes, by far. It's not even close. The 60% to like save 72 is like by far the hardest part of the level. But it's also the part that I have practiced the most, so I'm very confident in my abilities of getting through the part from a start boss, from any start boss actually, but from 0 it's very, very different. $52, that's actually the first time I've died to that jump. Oh, good, actually. I'm very happy that that death was different from every other death past 50.
Wow.
You good?
Yeah, just completely whipped a ball.
So who should we ask? Who are some people that we would like to ask?
I think Subpixel is just a good choice.
Subby?
It sucks. I am getting to know a lot of the people, but I don't know them like enough to know if like they'd like to do some of this stuff.
Well, it can also be people that are not in Realm, you know? Like, I am very, very okay with opening the gates and reaching out to other people. Like, I know that like Ayo and Woolsey like don't do like art, you know? But like, I wouldn't mind doing something like this with them, you know? Like, that kind of stuff. Or like...
More of a consistency thing and like a workflow thing. because I think it just works easier if the people in this already understand like our workflow.
Yeah.
Like how oh my god, how everyone here thinks.
I very much agree with that, which is why like I keep running the collabs just between the same kind of people. Keep them all in the basement. But you know, I also kind of want to see if also kind of using this as a way to like, you know, form connections with people that maybe work really well with us, but we don't know because we've never worked with them before. Like, I think Blee is a very good example of like, Blee was with us with 24, but like he hasn't been a part of any project until like, yes, yeah, and so like, I know that Blee probably could work really well with us, so like, I wouldn't be opposed to like asking him again. Hey, would you be interested? You know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Blee.
Hello, Dave.
Oh, he does. That is a good point. I really don't know. Blee is a fucking anomaly. He just kind of showed up and made his part and said, okay.
Yeah.
As the light glimmering onto Mount Lustra seemingly phased through the crevasses and brightened every corner.
The traveler was given a beam of light to follow out from the soul of Luster out into the bright leafy sun.
As they made their way home, a feeling of hope and flourishment settled with them. As they carried the memories of Lustra.
Because I think that something we could do that could be really fun is that we run the 24 hours on like the 27th and the 28th. So it's essentially a 48 hours, but you have to pick one of the 2 days.
I think it'd be fun if we did that and we just like sectioned it up into 2 groups.
Exactly, like one group is a 27 and then one group is a 28. Like you pick one of your days and you're sticking to that one day. And by the end of the day, that part needs to be done. Or we just do it for 48 hours and then, you know, do a 48 hour stream. Would you like that, chat? Would you like to see me suffering for 48 hours?
I mean, I don't know anyone who's... I mean, maybe you could stay alive for 48 hours, but I there's like no shot that I can find
No,
the time
definitely
for
not. Yeah, no. I like to take my showers, and my showers take like a solid 3 hours, so, you know. I have never died there before. Gallo? No, I don't want to collab with Gallo. I'm good. Don't want to be collabing with somebody throwing the N-word randomly. I'm good. I'm good. Doesn't seem like my type of person to be hanging out with. Water bill? Hey. I take like 3 hour showers, but it's like every like 10 months, you know? So, you know, it balances out. Kidding, Chad, kidding. What should I name the red pigment that is in your space gauntlet entry? Name it Pigment 4. Ultra is also a good name for that. Go equals 69, yep.
Ultra drivers.
I love ultra drivers. It's a 48-hour thing, a new speedrun collab you're going to host. I'm thinking about it. I'm just pondering with the idea. But I think with 24, I think a lot of the people were kind of... For 24 and Postplane, I think a lot of people were really like rushed, and they felt like they just like, you know, had to do so much, and then like when in reality, like it's actually not, you know, it's not that bad. But it I don't know, it felt like people, a lot of people kind of just were chilling, you know, and did their thing, and then others felt like they were really like anxious and stressed, and so it created like a big disparity sometimes with those two levels. And I wanted to feel like kind of just chill. I could get Knots again? No, he's making something. He said he's peaking in January, so pretty sure Knots is working on solo.
Leo with the leak.
Huh?
Said Leo with the leak.
Oh, well. Leaking. Nox is working on something. I don't fucking know. He just said he's busy. I mean, I guess I could ask, but pretty sure he's gonna tell me he's busy. Theme the collab around taking showers. Oh, pretty good. Maybe you have to build your part while in the shower. The water bill is gonna go crazy. Sure, we are very lucky in Canada. We don't actually have a water bill. It is just an electricity bill for the hot water, which is great. Very, very privileged thing, I know. "48-hour shower? Hell yeah. Gonna get all wrinkly after that. Gonna be dehydrated as fuck, dude. Actually, I think a 48-hour shower might just kill you. Like, genuinely. It is so bad for your body.
Just water.
It might just kill you.
Yes. Being in water for 2 days, murdered.
Shower gameplay goes kind of hard. That is true. That is true. Hey, the best levels that I've ever made is shit that I came up with in the shower. So, like, you know, maybe there's a correlation. Will anybody be able to apply as long as they're good in our style or whatever style? No. As per every single collab, I am specifically picking the creators.
This is not an application process.
No. I as per every collab, I will go and pick my people. I will pick my people. Like Subby, for example. Subby's my people. He's like the core of my people, actually. I don't think I can ever run a collab without Subby. I need to have my Subpixel in my collab. The one collab that I have ran without Subpixel has been in limbo for the past like 2 weeks, and I am not a host anymore. So like that's how you know that the collab is in shambles. It didn't have Subpixel in it. It was ruined from the very start. Yep. You know, that could be funny. Reading your geometry dash resumes or like see, what are those fucking called? portfolios. I'm gonna have everybody make portfolios and send them to me, and I'm gonna be reviewing them and rating them out of 10. And the rating is on how much I would hire you as a new Geometry Dash secretary. Actually, that sounds like a great content idea. I'm not even lying. It's not even level request. It's a it's a resume requests, I guess. That could maybe be a penthouse event. Have people do like PowerPoint presentations on their favorite levels or whatever, or like their favorite things that they've ever made. Oh, that could be fun.
Fun.
For I work and never ask for deadlines. True, and you always hit the deadlines on time, right, Subpixel? You're always like within the deadlines that we have originally established, right? Right? Rocking the portfolio full of effect layouts? Hell yeah. Those are the ones that matter. You know what would be a really, really funny collab? Everybody who gets in has to make Blee style and has to pretend that they're Blee. And then the whole collab is actually just passed off as a Blee solo uploaded on Blee's account. The community will love it. Blee does not touch the level, he just uploads it, or like verifies it. Blee isn't invited. Blee isn't aware of this. We don't even tell him. We just upload the level in his account without his knowledge. Finally, a good Blee level. Are you still playing Rocket League?
Yep.
He's been locked in,
We
chat.
are currently undefeated, so.
Damn, okay, he is really locked in. Are you playing with like a random duos or like?
Playing with DMs.
Oh, interesting. Why did I not click there? That's such a such a silly mistake. Little did they know, Change of Scene wasn't actually made by Blee. It was made by Zender Game, Knots, Zero Star, and Ilrel. In 5 minutes. daily level they use this song. Interesting. I didn't know there was a daily level they used Premier in. Makes sense. I mean, it is it is one of their best songs.
Probably my favorite.
Yeah, it is a really, really good song, so. Chad, I have not played a daily level in like 5 years. I can't relate, I'm sorry. I also hadn't played a, when was it? When Bloodbath, or sorry, Bloodlust, got put as the weekly demon, I kept it there. And I kept it there since then. And the only reason why it's not there anymore is because now it's next cap. So, or no, was it Acheron? Or, I don't remember. It was one of the top ones at the time that got put there for April Fool's Day. And since that level got put in there, it had stayed there until Next Capsule got weekly, and now Next Capsule is gonna stay there forever. Hello, Ludwig. How's it going? You kept Congregation? I see. Yeah, that was last year, I think. Last year's April Fool's, or maybe this year's. The only way that Dex Capsule like doesn't get gets replaced is if I release another level that I like more than Next Capsule, and it also gets weekly. I really wanted to see if Melu Melu got daily, because if it did, then that would have been like perfect for me. I would have just kept both of them and never changed them ever again. I wouldn't even need to worry about clicking those buttons ever again. It was this year's April Fool's? Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Chad, maybe we'll get a new bass today. Who knows?
I feel like I'm missing a joke somewhere.
We might be. What is my current daily? Let me see. What is the current daily? Accelerated by Zil Powell. No fucking clue when that is. Just a random one, I think. Yeah, this one. A couple weeks ago. I can relate it. There we go. I really don't care about the dailies. Would be really fun to beat this level on the temp where this song is playing. That would make me very, very happy. So now we're gonna listen to the song on Duke Chat. I think it's kind of funny how event levels are like presented in a way that they could essentially just be the new monthly. But also they're just kind of doing whatever with it right now. Because to be fair, to have a level there for a month, like that's a long ass fucking time. How long do event levels last? Like they last like a week or two? Like, or does it just last until the new one?
Until the new one pops up, but I think it's on a schedule.
Okay. They last 8 days? Yeah, I think that's just the schedule that they have had so far.
Last event level better be an extreme. It's never going to be.
It better be mythic. That's what I'm thinking. Better leave the best thing for last, you know? Eek. The knots level. To be fair, I don't think we can probably get like a proper mythic level out of this NCS collab, because I feel like a lot of the creators are kind of just playing it safe. Not like it's a bad thing, but since it's an official level, I think a lot of them are just playing it to like where they're comfortable, not trying anything like absolutely mind-blowing or like, you know, it would cost them the schedule or like the, you know, the project. They're just going for something safe. Which I think I would do too if I was in their position, but oh, another 52 deaths. Okay, we got past 50, chat. That took a little while, but we got past 50 again. This was like the attempt? No, I just died the second you said that. Yeah, I know that the next song I think was leaked for the NCS thing, but it is very funny because like original people said that there was only going to be 7 levels, and now clearly there's going to be more than 7. So it's like whoa.
I mean, who said there was going to be 7? I think people were just saying that based off of like the
preview image had 7 levels. Yeah. So I think 99% of people said there was going to be 7. I remember like a few weeks ago I had the conversation with like Maddie, and I was like, no, I definitely think there's going to be more than 7. They just teased those 7 because those were the only 7 that had been started at the time.
No, I don't think that the other ones were started and finished like after that preview came out. I thought.
Well, the preview came out like 2 months ago. More than that, actually.
You know, I still don't think so. I think they had all of them planned already.
You sure planned, but they probably didn't have like screenshots for all of them. Like they probably like maybe were started, but like they were just too early in the process that like, you know. I really don't think that like when they had like the 7 that they showcased, like they had all the levels like necessarily started. I think that as time went by, they just probably had like, you know, people drop out and like have to get another creator or, you know, like get somebody to collab on something, and so the things change. Like I'm pretty sure that it would be really surprising that they got like 10 people and then every single person just worked from the very beginning till the very end perfectly fine without any issues. And that would be really impressive on their end. Because so far it's all been solo projects, right?
Yeah.
So like that is really impressive.
Oh, I'm so slow to that. That's so unfortunate.
This is the attempt? No, I just died. If you the second you say that I will die, it's like a, you know, it's like a canon event. You can't say this is the attempt. You have to just let it happen.
Please spam "this is the attempt" whenever she gets past 90% every time, please. Thank you.
I mean, if I get past 90%, I've beaten the level. I can't die after 90%.
No. But it's a canon event. You'll find a way.
Yeah. I don't think I can die after like 86. I think it's like the point where like you get into the UFO. Like unless I'm actually absolutely fucking stupid, I don't think I can die after 80. Like at that point. And maybe you're still in the ball at 90%. Then in that case, like it's still possible. Let me check. For the sake of the let me check. Oh, it's the fart song, guys. We're skipping it though. I'm not listening to Solar Abyss. I'm not listening to Solar Abyss. I'm good. I should probably remove it from that playlist. Okay, maybe I should actually practice this part. Holy shit, I haven't even gotten past the cube. Never mind, the fucking second I said that, I get to the cube. Shit, 90% might be possible. Like, I might be able to die like 91, 92? Wait, is this a new hardest? No. I don't think so.
Yeah, no, not typically.
I don't think so. I think this is actually easier than, I don't know if this is easier than, Dark Travel. Or Dark Odyssey, is that the one? Whichever one the harder one is. I also don't think this is harder than Bloodbath, and I'm pretty sure I can just go and bleep Bloodbath after like a day or two of practicing it non-stop. And it's probably not harder than a Thanatos in that case. But sure, let's just say it's a new artist. for the sake of the content. Yeah, I'm struggling hard with this ending, wow. Never mind, maybe I should practice it more. For some reason I'm dying to that cube, and I don't know why I'm dying to that cube. I have not in fact practiced the ending enough. Indeed. The ending is actually hard as shit. And I've practiced, like, I've put like maybe 1,000 attempts to do this ending section. Like, definitely more than 1,000.
Levels that are second half heavy, I hate. I can't beat those.
Me with fucking Dark Odyssey. Holy shit. 50% to like 70% is such a fucking choke point. I definitely do enjoy more like first half heavy levels. They feel like less of a pain in the ass to play.
Yeah. What I've always said with harder levels, like they should typically be first half heavy and then have maybe one choke point towards the end. Because when you make the second half easier, that gets leveled out by the fact that the person is most likely nervous while playing the section. So it's going to feel just as hard anyway.
I think that's like how I feel about Aku. Except that Aku is not first half heavy, it's only the first half. Like like everything from like 30% to like 80% is like non-existent. Like that is literally like too easy. And it's like it creates a very big imbalance.
Yeah.
And then there's a big choke point at like 85, and then that's it. I guess the whole ending section could be a choke point, but 85 is the big choke point, I think. According to the list, is around 100 places higher than Dark Odyssey. Damn. Okay. So this is definitely... And where is Athanatos compared to this? Not Aftermath, Athanatos, because I know Aftermath is like right below this. Yeah, never mind. 90% I can die to. It is the ball. Yeah, 92 is the last ball where I can die. That's crazy. Athanatos is 473? And where's this then? I don't know where this is. Jesus Christ, the fact that Athanatos is 400 on the list just means that there's 472 demons harder, extreme demons harder than it. There's so many extreme demons. This is 822? That is crazy. What the fuck? I didn't even think there was 100 extreme demons. I guess that makes sense. There's been a lot of extreme demons released in the past couple of years. Where's Bloodbath? Favorite level from every update? Well, I don't remember the early updates, so forget about those. 1.6 is Funny Game Holiday. 1.7 is Hexagon Force. We had a lot of great levels in 1.7, but Hexagon Force is my favorite main level, so gotta give it to that. 1.8, probably... Probably Atlas by Funny Game. I think that was 1.8. That might have been 1.7 though. 1.9 is La Campanella. Death Moon is a close contender though. I just like the vibe and the song rap of the La Campanella a bit better. 2.0 is Sad Machine by Taman. 2.1 is Afterlife by Snaskip. And 2.2 is Icy Stars by Mel's and Tomartin. Actually, whenever Backend Mountain came out, that is my favorite level of that update. I think that was 1.3 or 1.4. So whenever Backend Mountain came out, count that for 1.3 or 1.4. One point I just has so many bangers because like I'm thinking like damn, Stereo Demon S can also be up there. Speed Racer could also be up there. it kind of just bangers all around. Holy shit. It's barely clinging to top 600. Okay, so Bloodbath is definitely harder than this, and I thought this is definitely harder than both of those. Okay, good to know. It's crazy that I don't like if I go and bleed Bloodbath, it's still not top 500. You know.
Yeah.
Top 1 level for like what was it, like a year and a half? Like one of the longest reigning demons at number 1 in history. Not even top 500. Right? No, I know. I mean, just thinking of like fucking what was it? Avernus was number 1 for like a year and a half or something. Like Zodiac was also like in the top 1 for like a year.
Yeah. I think Akron had it for quite a while because Tidal Wave.
Yeah, it was like 2.5 years for Akron. And Tidal Wave has had it for the past like 8 months, 9 months.
Yeah, something like that.
It's getting to the point where like we're getting a lot of top levels, but we're not getting many top 1s anymore getting verified. Like there's been like a couple levels added to the top 10 over the past couple months, but the top 10 hasn't changed too much since last year.
Yeah, I think we just need like another like boom, whether it be like the game gets way more popular all of a sudden, or there's some new technology that makes the game like the skill ceiling higher,
or there's a click between frames that did come out, but
no, but that's like
it's still very controversial even to this day.
Yeah, it did make people better, but not like to the point where like a bunch of things just like changed overnight.
Yeah.
Like so like people could beat the top 10 slightly easier. You know.
Do you think we're reaching the ceiling?
Absolutely not. I just think that we're in a spot where it's kind of hard to push the ceiling even more. People like it's very low on motivation. We're actually back at a point where like the top players list
okay, guys,
is
I've been doing that for like
low.
Which genuinely, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like there's maybe 5 people that are in contention to be like best player in the world right now.
But Zoink is just far ahead of the rest.
I wouldn't say far ahead of the rest. Like it's
He's very dominant.
No, not even that either. Because
okay.
Last year, like Zoink had his huge reign. It's kind of hard for Zoink because he beat the majority of the list. And so then the next year after that, 2023, I think, Trick kind of like outshined him. But that's just because like he didn't have shit to beat.
Yeah, he just beat everything, but so like it's like, oh, now just Trick has the same achievements, just all in 1 year. You know.
But like that's kind of where like the can I reach that? It's kind of where like the problem was for him, because you know, unlike some like top players in the past, he didn't do like a continuous like journey to like push the top of skill. Like he did Tidal Wave, but like no, I missed that. Yeah, he did Tidal Wave, but like, you know, in the past it's like a bunch of levels, or like a level that's so much harder than the rest that it's like, how are we even gonna beat this? Like, how is Bloodbath even possible? How is Sonic Wave even possible, right? So the other people have just kind of like caught up a bit, I'm not gonna lie.
They've had like a year and a half to catch up, and that it's plenty of time for them to do so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like seeing Doggy verifying like Grief, like that to me was like a whoa. When did Doggy get so good, you know?
Right.
Like it makes sense. He's been constantly grinding, playing levels for the past like what 2-3 years. So it really shows that like he's improved massively. There are a lot of top 1s that are currently in verification hell, so the top 10 may look very different by the end of the year. Well, it is the end of the year. Like in a week and a half, so.
Just a week away.
Because that's the thing, it's like, okay, there's a bunch of top 1s releasing, but if like, let's say all 10 of those top 1s get released, like it doesn't matter because only one of them gets to be top 1.
Well, yeah, but that just means like the entire top 10 changes, which is kind of big still. But it also means that like depending on when, like what order they come out in, we're gonna see multiple top 1s happen.
Like when I have a top
Yeah,
1, then
like,
next
out
week
of
another
the-
top 1, the next week another top 1, then.
Exactly. But like there's also a world where it's just like maybe Grief actually is top 1. Like it's harder than all of the other upcoming ones. So
Yeah, and then
how
nothing
would
just
get
beats it.
verified and you know, it's like geez.
Another 67 chat. Add it to the counter. Yeah, is Grief like... how's the community like feel about that? Like, is Grief actually just the one that everybody thinks will remain top 1 for the foreseeable future? Cause like there's like Flame Wall too. There's like the 7-minute level. Like, is that harder than Grief or like how are the top 1s compared to each other?
There's no way to tell until they're verified. Doggy did make a video with Trick and Pop Off where they swapped all of the top 1s that they're verifying, just to like play them for a bit and see what they're like. But I have not seen that video, so I don't really know what he thought.
I am lagging during this shit part. What the hell?
Let's go waste our time. Baby, let's have fun.
Another 68 added to the counter chat.
How you shine so bright when the lights ain't on.
Why don't you practice that from like earlier in the level so you can get a run going into it?
I have. That's where I've practiced everything from like 54.
I mean, if 68 is your problem, I would probably practice from like 30 or something.
Sure, I can practice from there. I can practice from like 46.
Because you need to have that feeling that like once you get to 68, you're already like, oh, okay, this is like a run, you know?
Let's go waste our time. Baby, let's have fun. How you shine so bright when the lights ain't on.
Yeah, but then I just do that. I just did 46 to 100 on my first attempt. Like, it's so fucking annoying. Like, what's the fucking point? I
Let's go waste our time. Baby, let's have fun.
And that's 26. I'm also counting to 100 because I fucking purposely died at 97 because I got upset. But sure, we can count it to 97. Ugh, so upsetting. It's like, obviously it makes sense, it is the hardest part of the level, but I just wish it's from 0. I could just do it, because I can do it from every other star boss. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing from 0. Like, I'm just upsetting myself at doing runs from there. That's just frustrating for no reason. Is this gonna be the last stream of the year? No, I will be streaming tomorrow as well, and then I'll be streaming probably the 27th, and then the 31st. I will be streaming on New Year's. As I am not doing anything for New Year's, so I'll probably just be home, vibing. And you'll probably have me streaming during New Year's. However, I will not be playing GD on that stream. I'm thinking of doing a Twitch stream where I play through all of Nine Souls. Because I've been wanting to play that game ever since it released, and I was like, I should definitely play it out. But there's like a couple of games that I really want to play that I'm very much looking forward to playing very, very soon. What game am I talking about? Nine Souls. It is a Metroidvania game that looks really fucking cute, and I love the aesthetic that it has. It's very Western mixed with like kind of cyberpunky vibes at times. Really cool. And the characters look really fun, so I might just play it all on stream.
Oh.
Is it New Year's Eve you'll be streaming or New Year's Day? Both. I'll be probably streaming on the 31st till the 1st. Like it'll probably be like a very, very long stream of me playing the game. I'll make sure to make a community post beforehand and like tell y'all the schedule of the streams, so that it's a bit clear, you know. And if y'all want to be there, you can probably tune in at different points during the stream, and I'll probably still be live. Kind of like the art stream the other day, which like a 7-hour stream. Yeah, for you it might be a different time because time zones. But you know, I'll make sure to put that very clearly into the community post. I love dying to 52. I think 52 has some of my favorite places to die in this level. Because it's like right before it actually gets to run, so it's not stressful. But also it's actually kind of hard, so it feels like, oh yeah, that part is just hard. Surprisingly enough, it's a very weird one. Because it actually just is a hard timing. So it never frustrates me. But it's like right before it gets into a run, so it's like, oh, that could have been a run. That's a shame. Oh my god, I'm frame dropping, my goodness. This is actually really, really enjoyable. Like, this level's really fun. It is just actually kind of hard. Like, you have to be very, very good at ship control and triple spike jumps. Oh, and I guess a little bit of memory. You do gotta memorize this whole cube. But aside from that, it's actually really enjoyable. I actually like this level. I don't know if I like it more than Necropolis. I think it's more consistent than Necropolis because Necropolis is very, very inconsistent. But I don't know if I would say it's more fun than Necropolis because I think Necropolis has sections that are like a little bit more fun. I still hear Zero.
Yeah.
There he is.
Focus.
Are you still undefeated?
No.
Unfortunate.
I don't know why I stopped talking.
68 again. Different part in 68 though. I got a little bit further this time. Still 68 though. And got past the straight fly. I think this is gonna be a lot like Aku, where I'm probably just gonna get past 68 and then either die to like 90 something or just beat it. And then eventually I'll beat it. Because like Aki was exactly like that. I was like hard stuck 80 something. Or no, 80 something. I was hard stuck 77, I think it was. Then I died at 85, and then I just beat it.
Yeah.
No, it's actually 68 times 5. You're forgetting the initial 68. It's been times 4 today. But you're forgetting the initial 68 from, like, 3 days ago. And 65 times 3, yes. 65 times 3.
Games are stressful.
Well, you are playing with DM, so I assume you're playing with a lot of people like your rank.
Yeah, I'm actually a bit higher than him right now. I dropped down, but yeah, we're going busy.
Yeah, that must be really stressful. I can't even fucking begin to understand. Well, 65 times 3 is 195. I see, thank you, Wick. But it's actually 65 times 5, so you've gotten it wrong. Oh, 68 times 5. Sorry.
Proceeds to get it wrong.
Yeah, I also got it wrong. Oh, shit. Wick, when is it that you're going on your trip? Are you available this weekend?
Oh my god.
Actually, I already got you picking off the slack of Claire, but still, I'd rather ask. No, why did I jump there? I don't need to jump there. My brain just blanked for a second. Call me crazy, but the solo looks kind of hard. It is an extreme demon. I feel like that should be a pretty big signification that the level is at the very least a little bit hard. It is harder than a hard demon, and those are kind of hard because that's what the name says. So I'm pretty sure that if you're playing something that is harder than a hard demon, you're playing a pretty hard level.
I mean, even have hard levels, and those are pretty hard.
Those are very hard, actually. Insane, some would call them.
No. Those are insane levels. I would just call these hard.
What about harder?
Those are harder.
Yeah, those are harder. I do kind of think it's funny that we don't have harder demons. Like, we have hard demons, but not harder demons.
I just don't think there's enough of a range between hard and insane to like warrant it existing.
I know, I just mean, like, if we're going by, like, the standards, you know, of the ratings, like, it's easy, medium, hard, harder, insane, and demon. And then demon has easy, medium, hard, but it doesn't have harder. But it does have insane and extreme, you know? Like, why did he not name the insane demons harder demons and the extreme demons insane demons? Yeah.
I always think insane still, like, since insane is below demon and always has been, it still implies that there's like something above it, because insane never felt like the hardest difficulty, you know?
Well, what if all insane demons in the game right now get turned into harder demons? All the half of the extreme demons that are on the easier side get turned into insane, and then those stay extreme. Thoughts?
I don't think that really helps anything.
Well, it just splits the extreme demons into the fucking stupid ones and the, you know, bloodbath difficulty ones. Because bloodbath is 500, so it should be like in the middle. So everything below bloodbath is just insane demon now, and then everything above bloodbath is extreme. That's the cutoff. Used to have very hard demon in YouTube titles, yeah, but YouTube titles always were very inconsistent. I'm trying to remember, there was a YouTube title for Windy Landscape that I remember having a really funny word.
Alex Paynes.
Which was it?
The same thing for 9 Circles, I forget what it was called.
No, it is Insane Demon for Windy Landscape. 9 Circles. Hell Demon, that was the one. Hell Demon.
Yeah.
I fucking love Hell Demon. It's like the fact that now we have easy extremes and like we're subdividing extremes into like categories just shows that like, yeah, maybe we should rework that a little bit. Maybe we should talk about that a little bit.
No, it's kind of an endless problem though, because when Extreme Demon first got invented, like it wasn't a problem whatsoever. It's just like, you know, difficulty is always going to keep going up, and then in like 5 years we'll have the same problem.
Do you really think the difficulty like is gonna? Because I really feel like we're kind of reaching it. No.
No.
Like top ones, like top 10 levels have like frame perfect at this point.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a point where like, yeah, like every single jump is just a frame perfect, and there's like 500 jumps, and like,
Well, make your level longer, or make the level faster.
well, still a frame perfect. I don't.
Yeah, but it's just,
Gonna click there.
you know, if you have 100 versus 2, it's a difference.
I guess that's true. But then that just becomes like the challenge list, like the fucking not the challenge list, but like the impossible level list, where like a lot of them are technically possible. It's just like nobody's fucking beating that shit.
I mean, that's the list already. There's like how many people who are even like on the, like who have a record percentage on Tidal Wave? I'd probably argue less than 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe
There's
10.
no
I
way.
don't know.
Yeah, you know, like it's kind of already the same thing.
Okay. Well, yeah. then I don't see how like I don't know. I feel like we're kind of there, but we felt that way with like Bloodlust a couple years ago. So you're right. Maybe it'll keep going up, or maybe it won't. Maybe Tidal Wave was the last top one we'll ever get. Who fucking knows?
But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when the tide comes in. When the tide comes in. But it's always a surprise when, oh, it's always a surprise when you call again. When you call again. Oh, I'm not supposed to answer. I'm not supposed to know.
Oh. There's Woolies on Rocket League.
Uh-oh.
So Drover.
I can't wait until we get the Nexus title Mythic Top 1. Because for surely there's people aiming for that. So funny.
Stand by. Lights. Camera. Action.
Yeah, like okay. Let me look at the GD list. Nullscape, Silent Club, Avernus, Spectre.
Where's Spectre?
6.
Hey, we're in a top 10 level.
Okay. We've been in like 10 top 10 levels.
Hey, we're in a top 10 level right now.
Right.
It's also like a click pattern visual thing, I guess? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the oldest level, like... I think the oldest level in the top 15 is Firework at 15. And Firework was when? Like 2020?
You mean like the verification or the
2021?
making of the level?
The verification.
When was, no, wasn't Firework after
It was
Silent Club?
3 years ago. No, I don't think so.
I feel like Silent Club was like 2020.
No, Silent Club was 2 years ago.
Damn. Okay, but it's still top 10, so... Crazy.
Yeah, Silent Club is 4.
That's crazy. The fact that it stayed top 5 for 2 years is kind of wild, actually. But to be fair,
mean,
so
Acheron-
has Acheron.
Yeah, Acheron is 2. Yeah, that was also 2 years ago. Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't think that like we've reached any, or we're getting close to any peak. I just think that like
Players are getting
we
lazy.
really haven't. Yeah, we legit just don't have like an active player base to like find anyone to compete or like push Zoink, Trick, Pop Up, like any of them. Like they're making their top ones, and I'm sure all of their levels are top ones, but like I don't think it's by any wide margin like Acheron or Zodiac or any of those levels were.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Because
I
the
don't
thing
know.
is, I feel like
Zoink's been the best player for like 4 years. Trick has
the
been number
issue
2.
is that
Yeah.
levels are getting made with the with the mindset of, oh, we'll get Zonk verifying it, you know, or we'll
I
get
don't
Trick to verify
necessarily
it.
think so.
Like I don't
Well,
think there's a
y-
single
well,
top
yeah,
one that is
like-
trying to like be like the new defining, change in difficulty. It's all like similar difficulties, just slightly harder than the last one.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is like in order for us to push the skill,
We need a player.
we either have to put them in a circumstance where they're forced to, like with Acheron, where it was like, hey, this is just a level on the servers, you have to beat it as is, and like first person to do it gets a bounty, right? So like Zoink, he just could not change anything about Acheron. He just beat it. Like maybe made a couple adjustments, but like, you know, that's why it was as hard as it was. Or yeah, we just need like a new player to want to be better. Is that Zero in call? No, this is Undergame.
Don't say that. You know that he's been gone and people are worried about him.
I know. I think he'd be proud to know that I kept the bid on without him.
Yeah, that's true. He would be happy. 65! Add it to the list! Baby! Let's fucking go!
Zoink, I'm pretty sure buffed Acheron. I mean, maybe marginally, but I don't think it's anything crazy. Like Acheron, same with what is that level called? Whatever the third level is called in that series. They're just so far ahead. Yeah.
I remember.
They're just so far ahead of like the current skill that like by the time someone is able to do it, it's like, you know, it's going to be top 1 by like a wide margin. Or people just kind of forget about it, and then by the time it gets verified, it's like top 20.
Yeah, like I don't think the buffs that Zoink did to Acheron made it like that's what actually made it top 1. Like the level was already top 1 even without the buffs that Zoink made.
Yeah.
So
how does song choice matter in a level? What does it affect about the level? It affects
everything.
Literally every single thing in the level.
The song is like
Your
the
theme,
most
your
important
pacing,
part of the level.
Literally everything that dictates what the level is going to be.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's a big disconnect. I talked about this on stream a couple days ago. I feel like there's a big disconnect with people in song representation, and like they just have a vision of a level, and they just go and pick a song that matches that vision of the level without taking into account the fact that, hey, you're using a song, you know, like you have to use the song to make the level, not make the level and have the song. It's not like you're using a replacement song or anything like that. I know a lot of people do that, but I don't think any of the levels that do that are actually, like, you know, amazing levels.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is you giving good creators a little bit more credit than they deserve. Like I think to be like one of the best creators in the game, yeah, 100% your products have to do that. And I'm not saying it's like a bad tip or anything. It's 100% something that will make you better, but they're like a vast margin of even really talented creators have an idea and then find a song and then use that song to express their idea, and that's just as far as it goes.
Sure, but they're still like using the song like in a way that, like, you know, intertwines with the idea, not just, oh, I'm just pasting a song into there. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's not like just picking any song that like kind of fits. They're like, oh yeah, like they have, like whenever they choose a song, it's a song that like either inspires them to make something really good with their vision that they already had, or like they integrate the song as a very integral way into the level. And if they don't, then yeah, no, that I think they just don't make a very good level, in my opinion. And like that shows. Like Xanderma game made Ultra Violence, and I think it's a really cool level, but I feel like it doesn't integrate the song as well as it could have. So it does take some points off in like song rep. Is it still a cool level?
Use a joke song for a joke level, simple level to use it for fun in that context. Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, in this context, like any of the advice that we give for making levels is under the idea that you're trying to improve and make like a better quality level. But if you're just trying to have fun, then like do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
I mean, I'm using one of my favorite songs in a joke collab with friends just because I think it's funny. Like, you know, just because the song is good doesn't mean that the level has to be peak every single time. You can have your fun and do your thing. But definitely,
I mean, it's still my best level. I don't think those things have to be mutually exclusive. You can like accidentally or just for fun make your best level. I think that actually happens more often than not.
Yeah. I think the projects that are like passion projects made out of fun are sometimes the ones that like shine the brightest. Add another 65, sorry. Like I think a great example is oh my god, why am I blanking on the double name? Icy Stars. Like Icy Stars was definitely made with the intention of, you know, being for the gauntlet, but like Mellows and Mels and like Tom Martin were just like having fun and having a good time making something together, and they just ended up making an absolute banger.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think song representation is one of those things that, like, to a degree is practicable, but I would suggest to most people just to keep it as something in the back of your head. And as you make more levels, you'll just get better at it.
Yeah.
Like, just knowing that it exists is already, like, a great first step.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Like, just taking the song into consideration and, like, listening to the song and actually trying to do something with the song that matches your vision is already, like, steps ahead of what a lot of people do. And that's already, like, a way bigger improvement, you know? You don't need to, like, sing to every single, like, sound or, like, you know, get every single feeling down, but just that, like, hey, I'm trying to use the song as a way to transmit my vision. Like, that's definitely like a, because I'm not saying, oh, you need to make like a music video for the song, you know. I also don't think that's necessarily like the way to go with this. But there's like a line in between where I think it's very healthy for creators, and where a lot of people end up excelling. I mean, again, look at Comatose, for example, a level that like the community absolutely loves. The level visually, it's not like the most stunning thing ever. It doesn't have like the best gameplay or the best visuals ever made, you know, but it takes the song into consideration and does a very good job at, like, you know, representing it, and that's why a lot of people love it, because they love the song and they love the way that the song works and complements the level, and, you know, that's why a lot of people absolutely adore that level. That doesn't mean you have to, no, but it is a good start. And that's why I think a lot of the NCS Gauntlet entries weren't great. Because a lot of them just kind of were using NCS songs for the sake of using NCS songs. Which is a bit of a bummer.
Yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a subject that we both care about, but I think that you have a lot higher standard for what's good and what's not than me, so...
I think that's valid. I think I really care about song rap. I
do. We both care. It's just our standard. Like,
yeah, I really value it, like, really highly. Like, to me, like, what makes a level good is usually determined by like 3 core things, and it's colors, composition, and song rep. Those are like the 3 core things for me to look for in a level, and that's why like I value the highest out of, like, you know, art quality or like style, or, you know, any of those things. And I guess by composition I also mean vision, but those are very intertwined in my head, so. Because, like, it's the same thing as, like, you know, I can think a level is fantastic, but if I don't like the song, I'm sorry, but I probably don't like the level that much either.
But wait, what level are we talking about?
I wasn't talking about any in particular, but again, Comatose is a decent example. I don't like the song. I think the level's great, it looks great, but I can't, like, connect with it because I just don't like the song. Or like Change of Scene, for example. Like, I just kind of out of Mega Neko's library. It's kind of just an okay song. So
I do view songs completely differently when it comes to GD because I think there's songs that I don't like that are amazing for GD and songs I do like that suck for GD. And
Yeah.
that completely changes like my view on it. Like I mean, yeah, if I'm like chilling in the car, am I ever listening to the song from Change of Scene?
No.
Never.
No.
Am I listening to most of Mega Neko's discography personally? Never. But for GD, it's a great song, so I really enjoy it and have a really good time watching him play
Yeah.
the level.
No, and that's super valid. There's songs that I've enjoyed more because they are used in GD. You know, like Falling Up, the song of Falling Up by Hengek, Realms? No, not Realms. Time Leader by Hengek. As a song, I don't really care too much for it, but in the context of Falling Up, yeah, that's a fucking banger. There's very rare cases where I like actually love the songs both for GD and outside of GD. Like a good example is like Waterflame. I think Waterflame is like one of the best artists that we've had on GD ever. Straight up. Has banger music to listen to outside of GD and great music to work with in levels. Or like Lock In, or like Garliget. Like those are like artists that like I do listen to their songs outside of the context of GD, and that I think work great for GD. Wait, was that a what depth was that? Sorry. Was that a 60? Hold up, chat. We just died there, so I. I just need to make sure that I keep track of the death. Is that a 56 or? No, that was a 68. Another 68. Okay. 68 times 6. Good to know. Oh yeah, Korai is like another topic on its own. Like Korai is just
my
like,
Discord just went gray.
oh, well it is that color.
Like everything's just gone. I can't even close the up. I can't close the app.
You can restart it with
What?
the test manager.
Oh.
Worse.
No, like all the buttons still worked. I just like couldn't see anything all of a sudden.
Oh, is it good? Is it back now?
Yeah, I just like moved my cursor to the top right corner and closed it and then reopened it.
Weird as fuck.
Gotta love it.
Like Korai is another example where like I think their music is like absolutely fantastic, but I like I don't wanna use it, or I don't wanna, you know. It's very conflicting, you know.
We should start coming up with ideas for this 24-hour level.
I am down, but I really wanna try to talk. I mean, I already have like a kind of a general idea in mind that I think we could run, that I think you would actually really like. But I do want to, like, are you okay with just doing this the two of us in case that I really can't get anybody else?
I mean, there's like a very low chance that I'm going to be up for 24 hours straight, but yeah, I would.
Okay, well, you can always take less of the workload. That's fine. Because I know that you have a very, very different workflow to me.
Yeah. I mean, I could stay up for the full 24 hours. I know I'm able to do that, but by hour, probably like 20, I'm like not going to be doing anything.
No, you're like not productive at that point. Yeah. Okay, I'm down for that. I'll try talking to people then. Actually, before I say anything, I want to hear you out what kind of ideas you want to... What would you like to experiment with? Because I'm thinking of using one of the...
Me or them?
You. Using one of the 3 songs that we talked about yesterday. Either Windswept or the Days or Violet. Another 65.
Oh, this song is so good, man.
Which one?
The Aaron music, Lavender.
Oh, such a good fucking song.
Oh, that song is so
Such a
hard.
good fucking song, yeah.
Guys, at some point before I stop playing this game, I'm going to make a level with that song because like like 6 or 7 years ago, I tried to make a level with this song. And I got like halfway through and then it just kind of didn't work out, and I need to like avenge my past self to know that I can finish a level with this song because it's legit. It's my favorite Aaron music song and it's one of my favorite like Newground songs. Like I need to.
I want to say Aaron music is absolutely massively underrated in GD. Like I know we have Sour Cream and Sour Cream is like literally one of the best songs in Newgrounds, but all of his discography is kind of insane and I feel like people have severely underrated it.
It just sucks because of like the era that he existed in.
Yeah. It's like the early 2.0, late 1.9 kind of vibes. Maybe 2.1, but like, you know, that was like already trailing off.
I feel like during that time we didn't really have like a new artist to attach ourselves to until Creo and Carmel.
Mm-hmm.
The Days remix? Nah.
That's the one I sent you last night. That we were trying to listen to on stream, but like it kept crashing.
Yeah. The OG I definitely like more. Even though I didn't really like the OG much.
That's fair. I really like the remix. But yeah, I would be very down to use like Windswept or Violet. Ooh, I died there.
I just need to make a... I just need to buckle down and make another Basil that's like slightly better and not time myself so hard. Tried nonging Harbinger for 5 minutes, but the commitment said nah. Yeah.
Long songs are rough to commit to.
You really gotta simplify your idea. Not your ideas. You gotta simplify like your execution if you've never made a long level before, and kind of build yourself up from there.
I mean, the good thing about long levels is that you have time for progression. You know, you can start things off very slow, and then just pick it up as you go. And there's, oh my god, that was a big lag spike. And there's like nothing wrong with that, you know. I feel like people think that like the level has to consistently be like high peak quality the whole time, and like that's not the point of like a long level, you know. That's not why we like Lonely Travel. We also like Lonely Travel for the slow sections, you know, where it like winds down and, you know, like lets you kind of breathe and appreciate the atmosphere.
I mean, I'll keep it a stack.
He doesn't like Lonely Travel.
I think it's all right.
That's fair.
I'm very much like
69! Let's fucking go! New best! Yeah, like, I'm not even stressed anymore. I'm it's fucking funny number.
I don't know. I can appreciate like ideas and stuff to a degree, or like composition, you know, whatever, but I don't know. Like, I don't have as much of an appreciation just for like the old way of doing things and like the potential and the ideas that you can see in them. Like, doesn't really carry over to me.
I mean, I think that's where the difference of like having something be a favorite level and the best level is. Like, I draw the line there. My favorite level is not necessarily what I think is the best level, And what I think is the best level might not even be a level that I consider to be in my favorite levels, you know? Because I can see something and be like, yeah, this doesn't look the best, but I absolutely love the charm that it has and the vibe that it's giving, the song and the gameplay and just how it makes me feel. And I value that more than just a cherry team level that is very high quality that makes me feel absolutely fucking nothing.
Well, personally, I think it is beyond rare that a level actually makes me feel anything. So that's not really like a criteria for me.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's
think
very, very valid.
The most any level like makes me feel is just like hype because it looks cool.
Again,
But
super valid.
That's about it. Yeah.
I think, yeah, super valid.
I don't know.
I think I value the artistry in things a little bit more in depth than a lot of people. It's not just like, oh, you're bad for thinking this way. I think you are actually perfectly fine. Like, I think most people also would agree with you there. But I really care about stuff.
I value that stuff. It's just like I don't think that GD is a medium that I can like not I don't even want to say that I can't take seriously in that way. I think that GD is a very unserious game as a whole. I think it's possible because there have been levels that have made me feel like real emotion. But for the most part, I just look at like the funny cube jumping across the screen. I'm like, ha, that looks funny.
I guess an example, there's a level by Lyriaki that came out recently, Golem, a month or two ago. I really, really like that level. It is one of my favorite levels this year. I look at it and I'm like, well, yeah, there's definitely things that could have been improved and stuff, but it just gave me a lot of inspiration, because it just does something that is very rare to find in levels, and that I really, really, really liked. And it's just trying different ideas with different visions and just executing them. And I think that is like something that I think is very, very fun and very, very inspiring. And so that like has motivated me to want to create some more.
I feel like these things aren't like mutually exclusive though. Like
they are,
levels
but...
do inspire me 100%, but like
but they don't make you feel very much.
That's the reason. Yeah, it's just like, hey, this looks cool. I want to like do stuff.
I know, but a lot of the time, at the very least for me, inspiration comes from feelings. It's not just from oh yeah, this is cool, you know. It comes from like, oh, this made me feel something, and that is what inspires me.
Well, no, now I agree with you because that's the same. That's like the only reason why I create in this game, like at all.
Yeah, well, that's
I think it's just where it comes from. Like, I think like
back camera.
The things that make me feel something, the things that inspire me, are just in different circumstances, you know. And like sometimes it comes in GD levels for you, but that just I don't know, it just doesn't really happen for me, I guess.
No, and again, super valid. I definitely don't think like you're weird for being like this. I definitely think you're
decision. I know it's fine.
Because I definitely think that it is very rare. Like Sting also has that, like where he's like he doesn't feel anything when playing GD levels, or like when even when like watching movies and shows or reading a book, like he doesn't like feel connected to like the characters and stuff like that. And that's like, yeah, makes sense.
Well, I definitely don't feel that way. I think people, just the difference of having like actual people or like personifying things is completely a difference. Like playing a GD level where it's just like an arbitrary shape that jumps across the screen, and then when you beat it, it's like cool. Like that's completely different for me than like describing an actual like person with feelings.
So like for example, like if a game that had like a story, like let's say if we fucking remake Spider-Man 2 from the PS5 into Geometry Dash as a 2D platformer, and we keep the same story and shit, would that also like make you feel something?
Probably not. I mean, maybe. But again, it's the difference between actually feeling like, okay, this is like a real person with like real emotions. Like even if the same story was in GD, I am still just like a cube that's just like going.
No. Like if we had like hypothetical graphics and shit.
Like it literally was the same game, just 2D.
Well, yeah, either. Yeah, sure. Let's run with that. Let's run with that. That is not where I want it, but sure, go. Let's run with that. Let's go with that hypothetical. Do you think that your brain would still be like, oh, it's in GD, so like doesn't make me feel anything. I'm just playing the game.
No,
What I mean
it's
is
just,
if we had like a story-driven game in GD, made in GD, like an original game made in GD, with like, let's say like pixel art graphics or whatever, to make it simple, would that make it tangible to you or no?
I don't think so. Just because I'd have control over like where I move, how the decisions I make. Like it feels more like this is happening to me, less like this is happening to like
Somebody else.
some player that I'm following around, you know?
Yeah, unless it's like a fucking movie.
Yeah, like a movie, it feels like I'm watching somebody else's life. So I feel bad because there's like a level of like I'm powerless in the situation. I just have to like watch someone go through some shit.
That's fair.
Ooh, I just read that. Emotions can also come depending on how you feel that day. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the time, I like to give things like a second chance because sometimes I'm like, maybe I just wasn't feeling it that day, you know?
I find emotions behind levels rather than feeling emotions from levels. I read that. I like interpreted that as you physically walking, like
Behind
looking
a
over
level.
the shoulder of a level. Yeah, like I'm feeling it now. I understand.
Yeah, like the story behind it, or like the motivation behind the creators, and like the intent and stuff. I guess that's valid. I think that if that is presented in a way that is very clear through your level, then I would agree. But if you need a fucking pace spin, I'm good. At that point, the level does nothing. I'm just reading a book. The level is completely detached itself from that at that point.
No, because I don't think that like the level itself has to be the part that invokes like emotion.
Well,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. In that
it
case, if
doesn't
it's not the
tell
level
the
invoking the
level.
emotion, it's the pace spin.
Well, yeah, that's what he's saying. He says he feels emotions behind the level rather than from the level.
Okay, yeah. Then no, okay. I didn't understand that part. That part was very confusing because I don't understand what behind the level means.
It's just the reason that the level exists.
Yeah, and in that case, then yeah, I understand that. Is today the day? Probably not. Seeing how I've died to 68, like 7 times, and then. Well, to be fair, I have never been this consistent. Having like 15 deaths total to 60 plus is actually so insane. All in one day too.
This speed ran all of level 1 in 54 seconds. Honestly, fair enough.
Wait, what do you want?
So that is speed ran level 1 in Glass Moon in 54 seconds. Still 55
Nice,
seconds.
good job. I think for me it depends. Like I know that a lot of people really cared about, like, for example, like Save As by Pac. they really like that level because like the story behind it and stuff and like the intent. But like I thought that the level did not communicate that well at all, so I just didn't care at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll be so real. Like that's the kind of stuff where I'm like, yeah, I just don't even think that there is a hypothetical peak level that represents that idea well because GD is such an unserious game.
Yeah.
And there's just no way to express such a serious, deep, like thought out emotion like that. I don't know. I think there's like maybe a level out there that could suffice. That's like, oh yeah, they did a pretty decent job, but like, nah.
Unless
there's
it's
no
like
world where,
an actual
GD is the
game, you
medium
know.
for that.
Yeah, exactly. Unless it's like a platformer game that you're making, I don't think a classic level can represent such an emotion very well. At the very least, to the level of maturity that I require to feel empathy towards that emotion. I think that it is different for a lot of people who are younger, or are less mature in general, because they can feel emotions differently. And also applies to people who are more mature than me. They also feel emotions differently. Maybe some of them are more sensible to some emotions, and some of them might not. So, yeah, it's the kind of thing that, to me, I need a certain level of like suspension of, you know, this belief is what is it called?
Alright.
I need to be like, oh yeah, this works in the context of GD, and for certain things that just doesn't happen. How you doing, Maxi, by the way? Sorry. I'm kind of focused on trying to get runs. And chat has noticed today that I'm talkative, but I'm not reading chat too much. And I apologize for that.
Oh, this is gonna take me forever. Okay, I'll be here for a while. How's everyone's day going, chat? You guys vibing?
My day would be going great if I would just beat this level.
Day's good? Good.
That's
That's what we like to see.
That's plus 2 more deaths to the 65. I don't know if Floyd is still here.
How do you even make...
Yes.
So I'm trying to make level 2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
For the beginnings of level 2. And this is a lot different, because it's a maze. And like... I've made like normal mazes where, you know, you like draw on your pencil and you try to find like where the right path. Like I've made those kind of mazes. And like I understand how that works, but like in this context for like game design, I'm trying to understand what the process is. Like, how do I start? Like, do I just make the correct path and then add deviations? But like I feel like that's too linear.
Think about it like making fakes in GD.
No, but with making fakes in GD, that's still linear. It's like if you go one path and that's the wrong path and then you die. Like this, it's like you could go the right path, but then make a mistake.
No, well, hold up. I disagree with that. Think of it like the fakes in Aether. Like you could take a fake and like there's some parts where like you could go in for like a couple more jumps before you actually, you know, realize that you did it wrong. You know.
No, but it's still the wrong path. Like as soon as you go in that direction, it's just like you can't go back.
Yeah, so.
But that's like the difference in how you have to design it. No, like if you have the ability to go back, then that's completely different.
Not really. Well, what does it change if you can go back? like in GD, you also go back. You just go back at the start. You know, you die and then you respawn at the beginning. Is that not the same exact thing?
I mean, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it is, but this just like that's. I'm gonna be honest. It's just not like helpful advice for me.
No,
I
that's
that
fair.
doesn't compute
I
in my
didn't
head.
jump there. 73, new best. Sorry, I was in the middle of a run while trying to explain myself. I think the way to design it, for the most part, is to just how I like to do it is that I like to start by going like start with one path. So like start it somewhere, and whenever you design a maze, you come to an intersection, and each of those three becomes its own technically correct path. Like, let's say we come to an intersection and there's 3 paths in front of you. All 3 of those paths at the moment that you're standing in are technically correct. None of them are wrong. So you can go to one path, and whatever that path leads you has to have also potentially correct paths that will eventually end as incorrect. So every time you come to an intersection to a new path, it is technically speaking, you have to show to the player that these are technically correct paths to take. And they're all equally, you know, equally correct, but obviously some of them aren't. So it's like one of those yeah, Metroidvanias are a good example. Like when you're deciding like, hey, you can go left or you can go right. Left will take you here and right will take you here, but like right maybe gets you like closer to the ending, you know, faster, or you know, like mazes can have either one simple solution or multiple different solutions that are like have different requirements to them. And the idea is that you need to make sure that your player understands that every possible... It's not like, oh, if you go left here, like that's it, like you die like in the next 2 seconds. If you go left here, you can encounter an entire new path, but maybe you don't get like the treasure chest at the end of that path, you know, because the treasure chest is on the right.
Yes, you're completely correct. But I'm struggling a lot more with the making it part, like the design part.
Okay, wait. So,
like not
is your maze like top down or like side scroller?
It's top down.
Okay. So you're able. Are you able to see what's in the other paths, or you can only see one path at a time?
You're okay. So it's like a teleportal maze. So you choose like the correct teleportals like over and over and over, and then like over time that leads you to like the correct path, right? Until you know hit like the golden teleporter that like send you to the end of the level or whatever. So it's like a bunch of different like intersecting paths that will connect to each other via the teleportals.
So
like,
what are you doing
path.
in your maze? Are you just taking a teleportal until you get to the last one and that's it?
It's that plus parkour, as well as one other concept that I'm not fully sure on, so I don't really want to mention that.
Because like at that point it's just pick a path. Like at that point it is just... You know, like it's like in like the fucking Dora Bay choose way, you know, you get up and down and you just have to choose up and down, and it's like, okay, well, if I choose up then good, and if I choose down then bad. And I don't think that's a fun way to make mazes, I think. Look it up on YouTube. Maybe there's a YouTube tutorial on how to design fun mazes. Maybe somebody who has more experience has a better insight. Because I can help you with puzzles, but mazes is something that I'm not particularly experienced with. I've done a few, but there haven't been amazing, you know? So... I think the lack of experience in that domain on my end is showing. Chad, if we if we get a new best today, I think I'm under stream after that. Because I am getting very exhausted, and what time is it right now?
5.
I have not eaten today. So I should get myself some food, and maybe planning a little bit of the thing with you. And, you know. Well, actually, what kind of themings, what kind of ideas do you think could be fun to explore? Because we said we were going to talk about it, but we haven't. Since you don't want to go for the whole nature aesthetic of things. I mean, we can still have nature, but that shouldn't be the main focus of the nature fantasy theme.
No, I mean, even... I don't have a problem with nature. Nature can be the main focus. It just needs to not be, like, midday fantasy hills, like, you know, pretty clouds, like, all, like, you know... The exact...
Yeah, another astrolith and another plus blue and another...
Yeah, another 24, another, you know, like... It can still be nature, let's just, like, go somewhere else. How big is the maze going to be? It should take you... If you know the exact path, it should take you around a minute to do, like speedrunning it.
And if you get the speed boost that like triples your speed, it should take you like 2 seconds. You can go through walls and you can like float above the maze.
I forget which one you... Oh, you get this. Oh. I'm just looking at the notes. I kind of forgot the thing that you get in this level. It's low-key not even relevant.
No.
This is like the fucking Mickey Mouse meme. Like, oh wait, what is it?
This is a tool that will be useful to us later.
Yeah.
And it's just like it actually breaks every single puzzle.
I will say,
I think that would be funny if we just have something that breaks every single puzzle and just lets you bypass everything, but it's like literally impossible to get.
what did you get? 3? What? They don't even say what you get 3. Wait, where's the screenshot? Wait, are you talking about a GD level? Absolutely not. I would never. Oh, that's what you get in 3. Zero start making a GD level? Could you
A
run
maze
that?
into a GD level? Fuck that. Who would ever want to make a maze in a GD level? Only losers would.
Oh. Whoa, wait, what? Sarcasm? Nah.
He would never sarcasm you.
I need to record a video today.
When's the video going up?
What video?
The next one. On the main channel.
I have no clue.
Oh, okay. I thought you were working on that.
I was, but it's long.
Yeah, it is true. It is a long video.
Yeah.
Second channel's
Also,
been popping off though.
I definitely am gonna need some revision from peers.
Well,
It's just-
yeah, but we can't revise it until it's done, you know. Or at least a rough draft of it is. Do you have the script then?
No.
Okay, well whenever it's done, I can read it over if you want to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You heard it here first. I do not really care about making GD videos right now. I'm not having a great time, not gonna lie.
Valid. I think GD as a whole is kind of having like a down moment right now.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, if you really enjoy making levels, if you like the community and like what's going on in it, like, yeah, it's a fun place to be around, and you'll find things to talk about like at all times. But like, at a certain point, I've just found, you know, you can only talk about GD in so many different ways, and I don't want to like force myself just to like always have an opinion on every corner of the community just so I can have a video for the week.
Yep, bringing up the rating system for the 20th time in a row.
Yeah.
It's just not fun.
I do have quite a few ideas too, but it's like that's really high
big
effort.
projects.
Like, yeah, like it's just a lot of effort, and I don't know.
Well, I think that's the part where, like, for me, content creation has been kind of, you know, stagnating, I think. Which is why I kind of want to run this level.
Again.
Sorry?
Noivern. So might happen when you have too much experience in the game. I completely agree.
Yeah.
As much as 2.2 absolutely was a big spark of motivation for me, it was I mean, it was timed. It was before 2.2. I was absolutely still creating, but I had expressed a lot by that point that the game didn't really make me feel much. Like, new projects don't excite me anymore. Like, me making my best work, like, I'm happy for a time, and then I just kind of move on to like whatever new thing I'm doing in my life. I very much had that like long stretch of just being like super motivated to improve and be in the community and talk to everyone. That was like 2017 to like 2021. So like, yeah, I was just newer then, and I wanted to do so much, but like, I mean, I'll be completely honest. I trust, like, I do not mean this as like a flex in any way. I've just done most of the things that I've like set myself out to do in this game. There's definitely some other things that I would like to do, but like for the most part, I'm pretty happy with like what I've done being here. So I just don't have like too much to really push me to keep doing new cool stuff.
And that chat is why we're playing NecropoliX today. No, genuinely, like, that is the reason why. Yeah, I think we had this conversation. Like, I think I said this exact same thing like a year or two ago. And like obviously 2.2 like sparked motivation because it felt like there were things that I could do that 2.2 just made it more accessible. You know, I wanted to do those things since like 2.1 for years, but they just required too much effort and time. And were like too complex for me to do, so I was like, I'm just not gonna bother with them. And I think over the last like 6 months, I think I've quote unquote regained my passion for the game. Not exactly like fully. It's not like I'm fully in love with the game again. I still have like my opinions and my complications, but it has been more fun to create over the past like year. And I've wanted to make things more, but not as in like I want to make my next big project or I want to join X person's mega collab, or I want to be in a project with X person. Like it's more of a, yeah, I have this idea that I think could be fun. I want to do it. And it's like I feel like a retired mom. Like when if you're fucking retired and you're just like, oh, I can just drive kids to school on a bus and do that, because that sounds like a fun thing. And I feel like that's just me with like GD nowadays. Like, oh yeah, I can help kids cross the street by like standing there and like, having a stop sign. Like, I can do that. Like, not saying that those people are not doing valuable work. Absolutely, they are. But that's that's literally how I feel with GD. I'm just doing things because I think I just feel like it, and I'm just having fun. And it's not actually like a super passion-driven project or, like this big goal that I want to accomplish anymore. But it still feels very satisfying to do.
I will say though, if there were more low effort, just have fun projects with my friends going on, you would have probably seen me release like 10 more levels than I did this year. It's just that, one, I have a very close circle, and two, the people in my close circle are very back and forth on how motivated they are to build.
I mean, to be fair, I think every single project that has been released by your inner circle has been hosted by me, and to some degree.
Sure.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't. You're very close inner circle. I would have assumed that like it's just me staying in ARB. So Sting hasn't released anything, and ARB doesn't play GD. So
well,
if you're being your inner circle is like a little bit bigger than that, then yeah, no clue then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. I do not know how far your inner circle extends to. Or what you consider
At a
your
circle, I
inner
would make so many levels. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like the vast majority of like my peers, I mean, there's a lot of reasons that stop them from just building. Maybe they're busy, maybe they feel too much pressure, maybe they're not really enjoying it, or maybe they are building but they have really high standards for themselves, so it takes a lot of time. Or I mean, honestly, so I do have a lot of friends who like work really hard on their stuff, and that just kind of wards me away from collaborating with them, because I don't really care to like be in that atmosphere most of the time.
Same. I know a lot of people that take this game very, very, very seriously, and so working with them, it just feels like a stressor.
It's not even about taking the game seriously, it's just about like the process. I think there's definitely people, I mean, even like you and your projects, like you guys don't take the game super seriously, but like your process just intimidates me most of the time, so I don't really want to get too involved.
Valid. I am known for being very intimidating.
That is not what I said, but sure.
I was making a joke. 69 again, chat. What the hell? The joke of me being that you think that I'm 4'2", and that I have spiky hair like Jolteon. Which is not true at all. Very, very intimidating, yes. I still don't remember why the fuck you said that I have spiky hair like Jolteon.
It's not something we should talk about.
Okay, I don't remember, so I
Is that true? Yes, there was a time.
My hair's been looking very, very nice for the past couple of months. Very, very happy. been and maintaining it very well. I think now that I have somebody at home that can like look at me every single day and judge me because of how I look, it's made me more self-aware of my self-image.
Huh?
By that I mean just my 3 roommates. Like, having roommates just makes me like want to take care of my self-image a little bit more than when I was living by myself. Don't know why. Because I know they won't judge me, but still. I think another thing, coming back to what you said a couple minutes ago, about like if there were more fun collabs that were hosted in your inner circle, I think it's just kind of a thing that like that's kind of what I realized a couple of months ago. It's like if you want more of those things to happen, you kind of have to, you know, take the initiative and start them yourself. But that is incredibly daunting. 'Cause, like, what if people say no? What if people don't actually do anything and it just becomes a dead collab, and, you know, like, that's scary. That's a lot of pressure.
I mean, I definitely did try. It's just
I
then
know.
that's exactly what happened, so I just stopped trying.
Yeah.
Like I do want to have fun, but like I want like everyone to be having fun and like.
Yeah.
it
Well, you're
be a
making your collabs with
multi-regional
your
thing.
inner circle.
What?
Like the collabs that you were hosting this year, were you making them with your inner circle, or?
The mega collabs, not really, because my inner circle doesn't extend that far. But like the collabs, like 2-3 people, yes.
That's fair.
Like it's kind of going back to like. I mean, obviously this is throwing no shade, but it's like the Jid collab that was supposed to release in summer, or Fall Streak that was supposed to release in September. The Aether sequel that was supposed to release this month.
Hey,
like,
it was supposed to be
in,
started this month too.
No, it was meant to be started in like September, October, and then
Oh
finished
damn.
in
Okay,
December.
never mind. I was wrong on that timing.
Yeah, we made the chat like a long time, like March or something, just to prepare for it, and it just never went anywhere. So yeah, like they definitely have existed. I have multiple projects that are like meant to be with other people, but they just kind of don't happen. So I'm not gonna like force it to happen.
I think that's like the difference between the two of us, because like I had that happen with like Surge of the Shield, and I just was like, no, I want this to be done, and I just made half the level because I just wanted it to be done. I just took whatever people were doing and I pushed through and just got it done.
Yeah, it's not worth it to me, because that takes the whole like let's just have fun and collab part out of it. It's just me making a solo.
Well, yes, I agree. That does take out that part of it, but at the very least, now you have a finished product, which, you know, is better than nothing, I think. But that is just my way of seeing things. I know that a lot of people disagree with that.
I would rather see my projects get finished, but there's other things that I would rather do than spend my time like carrying some project with someone. Like, I mean, all of my levels that like haven't gone unfinished. Of course, I'd love to see them get finished, but I mean, you know, I'd also rather just like start my own projects or focus more on YouTube videos if that's not going to be the thing that my time is focused on. You know,
That is super valid. Okay, chat, we have officially died to every single percentage between 60 and 70. That was the 70% that was missing. The effort I put in Astrolith seems kind of mad. What do you mean? I think the amount of effort that I put in Astrolith was like a little bit too much for me. Like it really burned me out. There were like so many unfinished parts. That like just weren't getting done. It's like I had to like either do them myself or assign different people the job of getting them done. And then same with like the merging and stuff like that. Like all of that was like either trying to get other people to help out or just doing the whole job myself. Like I genuinely think that Astros was a big burnout for me this year because I kind of forced the level to get done, but I also like had to hold back on the level because people wanted to like keep pushing. Well, some people, not everybody, of course. Some people wanted to keep pushing the level and being like we're making a really good level. Might as well make it perfect and, you know, like keep delaying it until like it's super refined and super perfect. But like I thought the level was so flawed conceptually that like I saw no point in it, so I had to like keep telling them like, hey, like we gotta just push through and get it done. Like don't worry about like the polishing and like making things perfect because the level already has like fatal flaws that like can't be improved upon unless you specifically remake the whole thing. And it's just a very toxic mindset to like I think just for at least for that project it was a toxic mindset. I don't think it's always a toxic mindset, but I just wanted to push through and have the level get done, and that came at the cost of my sanity, I think, unfortunately. Have a good rest of your night, Norman. Take it easy. How much of Astrolith was me? That is a hard question to answer. Because I feel like I did a lot of work, but maybe the whole team doesn't feel like I did that much work. I think all of like the planning.
The whole team isn't here.
Huh?
I said, well, good thing the whole team isn't here.
I'm aware, but I also want to respect their, you know, their way of seeing things. I think when it comes to like planning and scheduling and organizing and like making sure that everything works, like with the merging, bug fixing, all of that stuff, like take it into account. All of the hosting side, I think I'll take like 80 to 85% of the credit, because I think about 10% goes to like Chun for like the massive help when like I wasn't available. He stepped in for like a couple times here and there to like help merge and stuff like that. And then another massive part goes to like Maddie, because of how much like Maddie worked on those specific two parts, which are by far the biggest like, you know, hurdles to the level. So like without Maddie, that couldn't have done. But when it comes to the actual creating section, I helped with Skepler's part, I helped with Lacrima's part, I helped with Kits' part, I helped with Claire's part, I helped with Maxie's part, I helped with BPI's part, I helped with the train, and my part. So I think that is about 60% of the parts that I helped with, but the amount of help that was in every part is different. Like me helping in Skepler is like tweaking the camera and the pulses and like changing the parallax and adding some details here and there. Me helping with like Kit is just like helping directing people and like, you know, bug fixing some of the visual bugs. Me helping with BPI is like giving him tons of feedback and like giving him ideas and like drawing out stuff for BPI. Well, and then my part is just, again, it's my part, so I definitely think that I that is quite a lot of the work too. Like, if we take into account the fact that I worked on the train till the end, essentially, that by itself is like 50% of the level. I'm pretty sure. Wait,
The train to the end is not even close to 50%.
of the workload?
Oh.
Oh, percentage-wise? No, percentage-wise it's like,
Yeah, I'm like
25 to 30% of the level.
uh,
No, I mean the workload. That is by far the biggest workload in the entire level.
I don't know. I mean, obviously I wasn't there, but like I feel like 50% is like low-key disrespectful. There's no way. You're combining all of the work of every single other part and saying
Yeah.
that's like the same, if not less than like.
Yeah,
just the
I'm
training
pretty
work.
sure. I'm pretty sure that
That's crazy.
I'm actually. I would even go to say that in hours spent in the editor, the train till the end is about double the amount of time that everybody else combined has in the level. But hours is not equal effort, so that's why I'm only saying 50 and not like 75 or 30 or something, you know. Because like I'm thinking about it, and like aside from maybe like Claire being the other part that was like big, there is no other part that like took more than like a week to make, or that like was complicated to make. Every part was like done pretty efficiently. Obviously, like we had Scapular that wasn't able to build, we had kits that wasn't able to build, but like yeah, like those two parts, for example, it had like 4 people working on them. So those were done in like a day or two, essentially. Similar like Peter finished super fast, BPI finished super fast. Loco finished really fast. Subpixel actually did a pretty good job at finishing in time. Wick finished really fast too. I don't know, Wick, you're here. How do you feel? The sub shot. Love Subpixel. I guess the other biggest thing was like Lacrima's part was like insanely unoptimized, and so like Shun and I spent like a shit ton of time optimizing that shit, and then Lacrima just remade the background, which might have been like a big part of the workload, but that was just like one individual thing. How do I feel about your work? No, how do you feel about like me saying that like the train till the end was about 50% of the workload of Astrolith? Like the amount of work that went into those last 3 parts was equivalent to the same amount of work put into the rest of the level. With maybe the exception of like Claire taking like an overlap in between. Possible? Yeah, okay. Makes sense. And maybe I am overestimating that it is 50%, maybe it's like a little bit lower, but I definitely think that was quite a big part of it. A lot of inefficiencies there. Yeah, I think that was the biggest issue, is that we could have been a lot more efficient if we had like properly planned things out and it wasn't like a 1 week collab. But the fact that it made it so that like those 2 parts became way too big for what like we had like as a scope, and they like bled out on the scope for other people. Chat, I don't think I'm getting a new best. I think we might leave it at 73 for today. Because like I definitely think that my involvement in Next Cab is not as big. My involvement in Next Cab is like a fraction of what it was in Astrolith in terms of the building process, because the creators were a lot more independent and a lot more like directly focused on their parts. But I do think, like, again, on the managerial side, I definitely did take a bigger end of the stick for the Next Cab. You should like sleep? Yeah, isn't it like 5 a.m. for you right now? You should go bed, Stratus. I appreciate you being here, but go bed. Almost 7? My goodness, go bed. I know it's
Oh, not
holiday.
a fucking napalm strike, bruh.
Me thinking of Napalm by Marwick.
Insane.
I heard the song in my head. I know you're used to going to bed super late, but like, come on. 7 a.m. is like, it's like same as me, which is like really, really bad.
Ooh.
Last night I think I went to bed at 7, so like, don't do that. It's bad for you. Hope you have a good night, Stratus. Take it easy.
You can see me like I do, love me like you could, touch me like I would. I've been in my head, finding a way to make you hyper-romantic. Settled all wrong in my skin.
You'll leave the wave part for tomorrow. Alright. Sleep well. Take it easy.
Need a thrill to believe in. You're in my bed, in my head, in my arms, in my dread.
Okay, chat. We're gonna give it 10 more attempts, I think. And after those 10 attempts, we are ending stream. Because I am getting hungry and it's almost 6 p.m. That's one. That's 2. Learning to count. That's 3. I assume we're playing BO6. 4.
Yeah.
5. 6. 7. I don't think any of these 10 attempts are going anywhere. 8.
I feel like the fact that you're counting them is like ruining it. You
Yeah, I'm
definitely
not
have more
focused.
consistency than what you're counting right now.
Yeah, I'm absolutely not focused. But like, nobody's counting for me, so I need to count. Else I won't keep track and won't remember, and I'll just be playing this forever.
Bro, how? Where are you?
9. Last attempt. I didn't die to the first triple. We're so back. 10. There we go. Okay, chat. It is time for me to go. It is. This level's awful. Never create again. That is very mean. This level's amazing. I'll say that. Wow, that's crazy. I don't even... There's so many people who have beaten this level that I don't even make it in the top 200 with my 73. Yeah, and Gabs is the only one who's beaten it. Okay. I'm gonna leave it out here, and then we can talk about the project you want to.
It's doing so well in the beginning of this game.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Rip Jet James. Yeah, if you ever want to play a cool level, go play this level that just came out. It is really, really cool. It is called Seaside Shuffle by Shadowin. Very, very cute and nice level. Would very, very heavy recommend. It is very enjoyable. I'm bad at the game. Catching is the next stream. Merry Christmas, right? Christmas to you too. But yeah, I'm gonna end from here. Thank you everybody for coming over and watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Hopefully NecropoliX someday. I mean, we're getting really, really good, but you know, a shame. Have a good rest of your days, everybody, and bye.